Hello.
Hey. Hello. My Masters of Fine Art. My super useless degree.
Is it working? Hello? Hello? Okay. For so I need a fucking new computer or something. My shit just loves disconnecting randomly when my computer gets turned off. And there's like 50 things I have to recheck, so I miss them every now and then. But hello. I just said, hey guys, and I said congratulations to Ryan for finishing up his master's program. And yeah, Ryan, if you actually want to shill any of your stuff, feel free to just like link it in my chat at the stream.
Okay.
If you all haven't, Ryan's like, I can't even begin to describe Ryan's art style, but there's nothing like it. And you could look at one piece of art 1,000 different times, and you'd find something new every single time. It's great.
Thank you.
So I definitely recommend checking it out. This guy's been drawing since I met him in high school, and it's been pretty cool seeing the evolution of his style. I still have all his Frankie drawings of One Piece for my birthday in my room somewhere.
As a matter of fact, there's a drawing of the Hyakushiki and Quattro Regina right next to me,
There you go.
as well as the self-portrait of myself and Akuma.
I actually have a
yeah.
Roxas right next to me.
Oh, I forgot I did that. I forget. I just forget so many. I would love to see that.
Yeah, like God.
I have
Thank
a
you.
shit ton of your drawings.
Thank you, guys.
But yeah. Anyway, so Apollo Justice. We are. Let me get some music on. Here we go. We're at the I imagine the final segment of the second chapter, and basically it's come down to the fact, or it's looking like Alita here was probably trying to
Money.
extort.
I'm not sure what the term would be.
I don't know what it is, but basically she wanted money, or there might be.
Marry
It
the
might
guy, he
not.
dies, you get the inheritance wealth.
You get the inheritance wealth, exactly. I don't know if it's exactly gonna be that, but like she had a clear, dark, ulterior motive as to why she wanted to marry a guy that had like 6 months to live. As well as the one that probably made the call on the surgery to make sure that bullet stays, so that she can fucking kill him, or effectively kill him.
Why would she request that he defend him?
So that she doesn't get caught. Yeah.
Well, but I mean, Bert makes up a good point, because like if he doesn't have a good lawyer and he just goes to jail for the crime,
They never get married.
they never get married.
Yeah.
Then maybe that's the issue.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll see how it plays out. But I
also
imagine
still
it's
have the
just suspicion can hopefully. He just the lawyer just disproves that my fiance, that Waki, was the culprit. But then, like, he doesn't bring to light the fact that Alita, was actually the culprit, and it's a win-win, right?
Right. We still also have the mystery of it's actually unclear as to why Waki would have referred to her as his imposter.
My sussy little imposter.
Or sussy little Baka, right?
My sussy little Baka imposter.
Like at the time, I was like, oh, well, maybe she was like a part of the, like she's part of the other family or something. But like that wouldn't make sense if like she met the day he got shot at a doctor's office, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll see, but
so
we have a pretty good idea.
So what is she impostering? Right?
What is she impostering?
Among Us.
Among Us. Mirror.
Among Us.
Bowl that we haven't.
I don't even remember where we picked
yet.
this thing up.
This was outside his house. This was outside.
Just
See,
outside
look,
of
see, like it
Elduin's
says.
place? Okay. Yeah.
Type other retrieve from Elduin's house. Pennies, cell phone. The thing that we can actually use on stuff that we forget we can use on stuff. Autopsy report. The knife that we know is Walkie's.
Yeah.
You know what, now that I'm looking at it, I was thinking it was a like a chef's knife, but it's one of those it's a Yakuza knife that's like in the like Sasuke's sword. The noodle stand. The noodle stand.
I think them died.
Did we? Yeah, we did use these. We used both.
Yeah, we used
pairs
both
of
on
pennies. Okay. This, I don't think this matters much anymore, but gun. 2 shots were fired. We got to remember that.
One is in the guy's head. The other is presumably in the safe.
Yeah. That's right. The safe. Yes. Slippers used by patients at the Maractus Clinic. Big toe print found in left slipper, and these were Tiala's.
Found at the scene of the crime.
Yeah. No,
Tiala's
we know
footprint.
it's Tiala's because Alita's sandals.
I'm waiting for the exploded pen where all this ink came from.
Oh yeah.
Although it might not actually end up happening. It's just like his prints are prints, right?
Hey, sometimes you just got greasy toes, you know.
Exactly.
Gotta get them greasy toes. This really
Weird
cool lamp.
With the weird broken bulb and the red stain, and we don't know anything about this.
Yeah. It's broken without the lampshade being destroyed. That's also the
And
thickest
there's a-
lampshade imaginable. Good God. Holy shit. I guess it's glass.
Kill a man with that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
there's
weird
red-
glowing red.
Yeah, there's the stain right here.
It's not blood, or it doesn't seem to be blood.
Yeah. They spoke about it like it was a marker.
A marker? Yeah, like they're like.
And then this was, Nurse Alita Tiala signed off on this, was the idea.
So proving that the day they met was the day he was brought into the hospital.
Yeah.
He knows about the condition.
And would have known, and potentially knows that knew about the doctor's malpractice. His pal Maractus.
If you will. The muffin bullet. Is a muffin.
You know what? I was fucking wondering what that joke was for like the past 4 episodes.
What joke?
The
Malpractice?
Pal Maractus, malpractice,
I was like, what is this joke? That's fucking funny.
But like it should be Maractus, not Maractus.
That's okay. Okay. This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh, what time did you wake
5
up?
a.m.
1:01 a.m. 3 a.m. Yeah.
I knew it.
It's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me.
At least I do.
And me. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo.
Good luck today, Apollo.
That voice.
Daddy.
Papa. Hey, get any sleep? No. Mr. Wright. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out early today. I can do whatever I want. This is my world, after all. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Okay. What's with the piano stuff? They still haven't explained it. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess! How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope. Guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, I need one. Oh. You need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy.
What does it imply?
She wants a mom. What do you think?
No, but like, where's
Maya? I don't know.
Where's Maya?
I don't know.
Where's baby girl?
Where's baby girl? It's barely morning and you're at it already, Trucy. Well, you're gonna get a dad, actually. Can you settle for another dad?
Two dads is fine.
Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecutor's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiance. She's going to be a witness? Good! That seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiance? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry. I've got my panties back. We can't find a killer. I'll pull one out of there. I'll pull one out of there. That's nice. That was weird.
Yeah, there wasn't the long shot.
There wasn't the establishing shot.
Huh.
Huh.
I mean, maybe we might get it in a second here. We'll see. Probably not, though. Court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kitaki.
Waki Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Any takers this time?
I'll do that.
You want to do Clavier, Dante?
What's the flavor for it?
Whatever you want, man. Like, he talks in some German, but it's like he kind of just is a white dude, I think.
Okay.
I was just doing the fucking, like, the...
Prosecution is warmed up! He's a rock star.
Yeah, he's a rock
He's
star.
a rock
rock star.
He's a rock star that says things in German occasionally.
Because he's from Germany, but he speaks perfect English.
He speaks perfect English. I was about to do a German accent.
If you got a good German accent, I'm not going to stop you.
I don't know, so let's see.
Yeah, just feel it out.
Here, I'll be right back, yo.
Yeah, like, I had tried one. It didn't feel right for this guy,
Okay.
I'll say.
Okay. Prosecution. I'll just do a cool guy voice.
Yeah.
Prosecution is warmed up, and it's a sold-out house.
There we go. Sounds good.
Nice. Very well. To recap. Well, yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party.
Yeah, the panty snatcher. Guilty of panty snatching.
We did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Correct, Air Judge. And today, I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside.
The outside?
The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed.
His betrothed.
Betrove. I love bees. Tip to fuck them.
Fiance, Air Judge.
I said
His
it's hip to fuck
partner
them.
for life. With no chance for parole.
Hip to fuck bees.
Fuck.
Fuck bees.
You need that on like a soundboard.
I know.
We definitely need a soundboard.
I know. His fiance, Air Judge. His partner for life with no chance for parole.
Very well. You may show the lucky lady to the stand.
Oh, I'm reminded. So on my stream, my viewers will see that I put another promotional piece of art on it of them gaming, and you can see Emma gamer raging. One of the pieces of promo art shows the judge's legs.
Yo,
shit.
It shows he's just wearing slacks.
I imagine him just wearing the garter belts with like.
Oh
socks
yeah.
and shoes.
Yeah.
See, I'm
high heels.
picturing his hairy legs just being dangling out.
Yeah,
He's got the heart. He's got the heart boxers.
You got the Birkenstocks on him.
Yeah.
yeah,
The what socks?
The
With
Birken-
socks.
The Birkenstocks.
The stocks with socks.
Stocks with socks. They're expensive hippie sandals.
Okay. Yeah.
That I
They're
own
like
a
the
pair
cork,
of.
the
I own a
cork
pair of them
sole. Yeah,
personally.
they're nice.
They're very nice. Those are my in-house shoes. In fact, I'm wearing them right now. I was gonna say earlier, I can imagine just like in the middle of the fucking trial, Clavier just being like, "You like Huey Lewis in the news?" And Paul's like,
does the
okay.
point. Okay.
They're okay. The early work was a little too new wave for my taste, just to go to like the whole fucking monologue.
It's also Kristoff's the Patrick Bateman character.
Yeah, considering he killed a fucking guy. Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stand.
Her model looks so off to me.
Your name and occupation, Fraulein.
Alita Tiala, my occupation is future wife.
Oh.
Trad wife!
I respect that. So many brides these days.
What?
All women today born after 1991 know. Eat McDonald's, charge their phone, eat hot chip and lie.
That is exactly correct.
Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. The judge has very high standards.
I'm gonna say the judge is high, and also that the translation team was taking a long shot.
Yeah, you know it.
I'm also gonna say the judge is based right now.
Absolutely.
Women moment.
Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
Oh my god, the women moment shit is too funny.
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth.
Honestly, another admirable trait.
Yeah.
Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Waki Kitaki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder.
Mortar. Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
Why the fuck did she? Why is she testifying against her husband?
Waki's plan. That's my band name.
Waki's plan. That's sure. Yeah.
Like,
That sounds. Yeah, like it sounds like an early 2000s punk or ska band. Yeah.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. "I'll teach him," he said. He took one of the family's pistols, and you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it.
So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family then?
Yeah.
Yes. With regards to this investigation... Oh, wait. With regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And the bullet that took the victim's life.
They had
Was it-
drugs. Illegal drugs.
Illegal
and
drugs. Guns. Can you say that closer to my chest? Oh, sure.
I'm definitely not wearing a wire. You can say that close to my chest. That's definitely gumshoe, though. He would be like, Can you say that closer to my
Can you
chest?
say that closer to my chest, pal? I'm not
Fired
wearing
from
a
the
wire.
pistol the defendant procured. Yes, this has been proven.
How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them, called rifling marks. Rifling marks?
Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires.
Pretty cool. They love bringing this up.
Yeah,
He
they bring this up so much. It's
He said he'll do it in Minecraft, Your Honor. My client is innocent. Yeah, he clearly stated that the
He was gamer raging.
He was gamer raging.
clearly the defendant went goblin mode on her. Your
The
Honor.
defendant is going to be the Hokage one day. There's no way he could kill a man. And when did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Oh, believe it, he will.
On the day of the murder, my client was wearing the Gucci mustard and was simply feeling himself. Very well.
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecution is clearly mistaken of the fact that the defendant is not good with the sauce.
Not good with the sauce.
Not good with the sauce.
Objection. That white boy is busting it down sexual style. Clearly.
We're never gonna get anywhere.
With sauce.
You clearly got it with the sauce, busting it down sexual style.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Alright, Walkie's plan! It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. That was the day of the murder, correct? Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Walkie looked at his face went so pale.
But of course, he had just found out he had a bullet in his chest.
So, you were there at the time? Yes. Poor Walkie.
It was just like, yeah, because he got fucking shot.
He got shot. When Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. Yeah, I bet. That must have been, quite frightening. He was furious. He ripped his report up into shreds.
Incidentally, I had to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I performed without...
Yeah, whatever. Walkie's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. What, like, he's 7 years old?
I think he's 19.
Something, Date Bio, something.
Something. My friend.
He
Hard
just
work.
flosses at me.
Walkie's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute. I can fix him. I can kill him. Great, now he sounds like a psychopath. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols.
Hold it.
So, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house? Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. But Walkie's a special case, being the next in line.
Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, yeah?
Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I need to be on the lookout for her tick.
Oh, yeah, God.
Her tell, yeah. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone.
Potentially the truth. We have no reason to believe otherwise.
Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger.
Point here being that Walkie had access to a pistol.
Like, hear me out. Chocolate gun, guys.
Chocolate gun, like in South Park. And you already know what happened that night.
We don't know that.
Yeah, so this might be it right here.
With the hands.
The hands.
And she's looking away. What happened? Meaning the murder. The mortar. I tried to stop him, I really did. But Walkie wouldn't listen.
Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems.
The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss.
I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it. How can you say that for certain? How? Objection! Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, that one is
Air
good.
Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, Walkie, was it? Who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now, man.
I suppose we do.
True.
So, how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim?
Don't you know? We live in the MGS4 timeline where you have to where all weapons are assigned
ID
to prints.
ID tag soldiers.
Yep.
With ID tag guns.
Yep.
Wars changed. They could not. Simple logic, yeah?
What if I just said they couldn't? That does seem to be the case.
If you get the gun and you sign off on the gun, that means you killed the guy. Case closed. Let's get drunk. Does the defense...
Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
Could someone else have used that pistol?
Had to be walking.
Yes! Like, the way the gunshot worked out, with how the bullet entered the head, still does not check out properly. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol.
What's this?
Oh, whoa.
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then.
Oh, shit. I was just clicking buttons.
Tell the court who this other person with access was.
I don't know why your stream is so blurry right now.
Yeah, mine too.
Blurry through Discord?
Yeah, it's like pixely.
You know, fix itself
Might just-
eventually.
Yeah, like it's just
Hopefully it does fix itself, but this time it doesn't seem to be doing it.
Here, let me
And
just,
it will
Take a
just-
second.
I'll restart it just to
Just
try.
Discord.
Check YouTube for me, see how that one looks.
The YouTube one looks fine.
It's just Discord. It doesn't look good.
There we go.
Okay, so tell the court who this other person with access was.
I mean, like, I want to say her, but I suppose it
Teenage
could also be his parents.
It could be his parents. Oh, I want to read the testimony again. He was a special case because he was next in line. Therefore, it could have been the dad who had access to it. But also, it could just be she could have it because he gave it to her, right?
I mean,
What else was said? What else did she say? He found the report. He ripped it up. Grabbed his gun.
Yeah, I'm just not quite. I forget exactly where she positioned herself in the story.
Nowhere. She didn't give details.
Right.
I think the
exactly.
most
So I think
we
have to say his
have.
dad.
I think with the most we have is if he's next in line, that definitely means. Right. Just tell the court who this other person with access was.
Ooh, what's this?
What? The boss and his wife? Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. All right. We're not crazy.
Ah, an unexpected ploy.
Paulo, that can't be right. Why would they want to frame their only son? Oh, I'm not saying they did it. I'm just saying they also had access to the weapons. Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whatever, man.
That was a really detailed penalty.
Because we're right.
For Miss Tiala, I can't imagine what it would be like to be in her position. I'm a little more concerned for her fiance.
Weird.
That was an incredibly detailed. That sucks. I hate stuff. I hate that shit in this game when these games do stuff like that. Because it's like, what are you talking about? They do have access to it. I'm like, unless it was supposed to be Alita, but it did kick us out of that event.
Right. Yeah.
So, alright, it was the day that the family health checkup results came back.
So I'll say she's doing this pose here now, but
Yeah.
yeah.
When Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. He tore up the paper. I'll teach him, he said. He took out one of the family's pistols. You already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. Right, let me get back in this. Okay.
Maybe it's another repress.
Yeah, it might be a repress. But God, unless we have to get back to the part
Wouldn't say it was her.
And say it was her. But
Yeah.
also But what about the knife? He also took the knife, apparently.
Yeah.
So is it easy to take a pistol out from the house? Not really. I think there's a system in place to limit access, but Waki's a special case, being the next in line. Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, yeah? Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got an amazing present for his birthday last year. Yep. The point here being that Waki had access to a pistol, okay?
Which, to my knowledge, I think is true. Like, the mom told us that was true.
We know that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just keep pressing. I don't think the first two mattered. What happened? Meaning the murder. I tried to stop him, I really did, but Waki wouldn't listen. Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems. The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss. Okay, that's nothing. I, ... just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. How can you say that for certain? How? Objection! Your forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, or Waki was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now. Suppose we do.
So, is it Fraulein? Is it Fraulein?
I'm assuming it's Fraulein, but...
Okay.
It's Fraulein.
Oh, okay. That's wrong.
So how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? No, that does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point? Could someone else have used that pistol?
That's the first album for Waki's playing. It's had to be Waki.
Yeah, like, the issue is at this point saying it was her, I think, is out of left field.
But maybe that's what we have to do. But
like,
it seems so soon.
Right, it seems so soon, and we really don't have evidence for it.
Right, everyone look away. Everyone close your eyes for half a second, okay? Is everyone closing their eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Good work. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. Hey, guys, we're back. Well, I don't know what that text was. That was weird. My DS is acting up.
The DS, you know it is.
Okay, Right. Okay, maybe it's just that she was with him.
Right, she was with him.
She knew this happened. She knew he took the pistol. Therefore...
Yeah, based on your testimony, the other person with access to the pistol is you.
Right, of course. Okay. I mean, you, Miss Tiala. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court you heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Okay, sure. We were thinking too deep.
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé? And killed a man in cold blood on his behalf. I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this?
It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting your partner in life, to be sure. but I think I would hesitate at murder.
Only hesitate.
Fucking lie.
Only hesitate.
It's like,
I don't know. Come on, Jen,
okay,
you
I
wanna kill
will.
Your wife?
Yeah, he would go.
It's like Homer and Marge. It's like
I hope you do more than hesitate.
Please let me kill for you, Marge. No, Homer.
Oh, me.
no, homie.
But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what I'm starting to think. Yes, Trucy. Yes. You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim.
You mean the safe we broke open and took the stuff out of?
Yes.
No, I don't think anyone's there.
I hope I clicked on the right thing.
That looks like a medical chart.
It
Voice
is
is coming out delayed.
delayed. Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. Yes, I broke in. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
I'm doing it. I'm thinking. Ow, my head!
yeah.
What? Miss Tiala! Whatever!
Whatever.
Whatever. Why is your name on this chart?
Sus.
He's making a face, I can't see it. This
Yeah.
stream got fixed way. Yeah.
She looks,
Was angry.
she looks very angry. Bitch, you lied. Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. That's a good pose.
I can see it.
I wish you could too.
Like a mommy dom look.
Very,
This one.
very condescending. Head up, eyes staring down. I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our warm little fiance just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That side look she does is very unflattering. That's all. Is there a problem with that?
I thought you were just a trap.
Miss Tiala! You testified that you had no connection to the victim.
I am getting girl boss energy from you.
And I don't. Now.
Ooh.
Now?
Yeah, he's dead.
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess. You're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
Did she just call you a cuck?
She's
Not
talking
yet.
to the judge?
Not yet.
That's not true at all. Why I embrace the ones I love. Past flaws and all.
base judge! There's no connection now? Doesn't fly in a court of law. Doesn't fly. She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true. But you remain connected somehow.
Mr. Justice! Show us the evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
Feet?
The shoes!
Feet.
Feet!
I think it's
Yeah,
feet time.
retrieve
Yellow
from
ones,
Maractus's
slippers.
clinic.
Oh, that, okay,
No, it's
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
these,
yeah,
not these
yeah,
yet.
You're right, you're right.
Big toe pound. Big toe print pound on left cent. Yep.
On Seth Landell.
These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals.
Ma'am, you're wearing these sandals right now.
So sorry,
The
Fraulein.
label on them.
So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working.
Get her ass.
Ooh.
Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints.
And I'm an
very well
expert.
versed.
I'm a toe aficionado.
I don't ask for tits to be shown at my concerts. I ask for feet.
Simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all.
Forensics. I need to pull it out.
I need these shoes. I'm gonna take them to the police department. Give me your shoes.
Walks into the bathroom. He was so eager to take these shoes.
Big sniff.
Break down, break down.
Break down.
Well, now we see your true colors.
Yeah, we see you're a foot fetish. Fetishist.
I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. That's her issue, Judge. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well. The witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day?
Your Honor, white woman. Death.
I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol.
Clavier's like, die white girls. And he's like, no, it's just German for the white girls.
The White Girls.
The white
That's
girl.
his band.
Die white girls.
Die White Girls. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend.
By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant. The botched operation.
He was a timid small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know? I do know.
That does make sense.
Yes, but there's still one thing which does not.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We need to sniff these babies. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
Yeah.
Would have worn those sandals home too.
In fact, I think I'll wear them home. We're done here.
So why were the sandals left behind?
He pointed out the contradiction before me.
There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals that... There happened to be a similar pair of sandals which you wore home by mistake, right?
Yo, wait, what?
There happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore home by mistake.
What?
What?
Well, he's still helping her, is the idea.
Yeah. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Yeah, forehead?
Oh, what the fuck? No fair!
What the fuck?
He's filling the holes in her testimony.
God, she's cheating.
The defense may
so
begin the
good at-
cross-examination.
He's so good at filling holes.
I wish my holes could be filled.
I was gonna
by
fill
the way,
your
I
dark
wa-
holes with light.
I wanted to make a joke earlier when Phoenix was standing there and Apollo was standing there, and Trucy was like, "Daddy, who do you think's gonna be the witness?" And they both go to answer.
And then Phoenix is like, "Good job."
Yeah, rather than like looking at each other and just shake hands.
Nah,
Dab me up, Apollo.
that
I-
means she...
All right, let me read through this first. I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January. True. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Waki had the pistol. False. The doctor always was a timid man. Too timid to admit his own mistake. Probably true, but also you probably forced his hand. Or coerced him, at least. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. Alright, so we got composed, worried, composed, worried. Or concerned. Okay, I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January. January. Around what time did you go to the clinic? I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think. And that was the first time you had contacted Dr. Maractus in half a year. Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with.
So, why did
What?
you go to the clinic that day?
I went to warn him. After all, I knew Waki had the pistol.
Walkie has the
Coolly.
walkie.
Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away? Well, after I failed to stop Waki, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem. Couldn't you have called? Why go in person? I called several times that evening, but no one was in.
Phone records.
Victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember?
Yeah, hitting Phoenix.
This was proven by the mirror yesterday, yeah?
I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor always was a timid man. Too timid to admit his own mistake.
Hold it.
You mean that act of malpractice on Waki, correct? If he had just told Waki the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened.
True. That operation was the start of this whole affair.
Oh. Of course, if he'd told him, he might have been erased by the Kitakis much earlier.
Disturbing thought.
Yes, she is.
We know that the Maractus Clinic had ties to the Kitaki family.
Yes.
Probably couldn't have gone to the police even if he wanted to.
That's why I knew I had to warn him. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. No dark secrets, eh? What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it, too. You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. But then you'd be betraying Waki, wouldn't you? No, I did it for him, for us.
You went to warn him so that her fiance would not have to commit such a crime, yeah?
I didn't want them to take my Waki away. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. Do you know why she went, Apollo? Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. Alright. So, presumably...
He went there with the gun and fired it off in the office, and it landed in the safe, right?
Because the safe was already open at this point.
Safe's open.
Doctor's
a bullet
probably
gets in that
there.
safe.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking she went there to kill him, right?
Yeah.
No, but, like, we don't have the evidence that's just the safe, right?
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Why else
All
would
we
I
have
have
is-
gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. Why?
I suppose it could be gun, because it's like, well, we know where the second bullet was fired? Question. Oh, wait, it might be bullet.
It might just be bullet.
Yeah, I don't know. This feels a bit early, but it might just be bullet. Oh, well, it could be the medical thing that talks about how she would have known about the... It could be this.
Again. It could just be this again.
Yeah, take a look at this. You knew about blah, 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 right? Yeah, I think it's either that or the bullet.
It was soup.
It was soup.
You wanted
All
soup. There was
along.
soup there.
At soup store.
I don't think it's this yet.
No.
Because this is
Because
why
it's like-
would she have gone? Let's read the press again. No dark secrets, eh? What? Look at me however you want, you won't find a thing. She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it too. You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. Yeah, I think it's when she turns her head to the side that might actually be her tick.
I think it's gonna be the medical report, 'cause it's what's her dark secret. And we know her dark secret. I'm not hiding any dark secrets. We know her dark secret. It's the fact that about the report.
It'd be weird if it was this twice in a row, but I guess it makes the most sense.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe not.
Because we've established that she worked there, but this will now re-establish she knew about the bullet in his heart. 'Cause we know this is her dark secret.
Yeah, no, I
that's
hear
what
you.
she's-
It's just
yeah.
I'm hesitant to use something twice, you know, when it's already been brought up, or it's like, hey, you worked there and you knew about this. But it's all we got, so that's what it's gonna be. This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes. Why would this one chart be in that safe? That's a good point too. Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you?
Mind filling me in?
I do, that'll cost you. Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away.
Bad air doctor.
And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filed this chart was you, which means you knew about Waki's failed operation. It's weird that we just have to, like, double down on this chart, but it makes sense.
Well, we hadn't brought up the more important part.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's like, hey, you work for the doctor. Okay. But then it's like, okay, well, you also knew about the failed operation, which you think someone would have gone, wait, you knew about this? But I guess I guess we weren't. Yeah, we weren't in the context for that yet. But all right, good work.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? She's like 2 feet tall. You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Eh? Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor was responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney. That's it.
You're getting the Sharingan.
You're getting the Sharingan. Cue the Persona 4 music. My bracelet's reacting again. What is it, Apollo?
Down, sword hand.
I felt my bracelet vibrate just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday. Like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see anything, Apollo. Is it gonna be like scripted like this every time, or will I actually have the ability to like use the bracelet without being told to use the bracelet?
I'm thinking it's gonna be scripted like this.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's gonna be in the final trial. You can use the bracelet.
Yeah, maybe. But I can't see anything, Apollo.
I have the shark.
Then what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait. Maybe. Yes. Yes. That has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine.
Must be
This
some kind
attorney, he can do it. I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous habit is. Well, then what do we do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo. With your eyes. Your special eyes. And your senses. And it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow.
Girls be like
My
Touching it
JO
helps me
bracelet.
focus. Yeah, my JO bracelet.
Joe.
Yeah, Justice Attorney. Oh, wait, no, that. Justice Attorney. Jack off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my
Jack
cock
off
ring.
crystal.
My cock, my cock
It's
ring
cock
is
ring, yeah.
reacting.
Yeah, it's. I steep it in the cum beaker. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony.
Let me present the cum beaker.
That was gross.
The judge is like, why are you doing this?
She's gonna waterfowl dance. Yeah, fucking.
Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-year-old chart? So I imagine we're gonna press this. Okay, you have to use the bracelet on a piece of testimony, not
Yeah.
Sure,
not on like a line in the press. Thank God.
Okay.
But your signature was on that chart. So, what does that have to do with this case? If there was something in that chart to make me look bad, I would have dealt with it. The only one responsible for that chart is the presiding doctor, Dr. Maractus. She's hiding something.
Yeah,
I
so
can
it's gonna be
smell
like
it.
if there was something in there that was important.
Okay. It's literally just telling me on that piece of dialogue.
Maybe it's time to rub my cock.
Yeah, there's my.
Yeah.
Time to rub one out.
What?
I need that post nut clarity to get to this case.
Christ. Why?
There it is.
She's twisting her ring.
Really cool.
No.
Yeah, I twist my ring when I'm nervous.
Yeah? Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. Apollo, you gotta stop bringing this up. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. But what? She was unsure. I saw it. Now. That's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Huh? Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. I've got her on the ropes now. I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this.
The ramen bowl.
Noodle!
It's the monkey.
No, it is
It's
the
the
noodles.
monkey head! It's the monkey head!
It's the noodles because Naruto started eating so much ramen, it was accelerating his heart, which is gonna kill him faster.
Yep, inflated arteries and blood pressure from the salt.
And salt, exactly.
Wait, hold on, that kind of checks out.
Kind of checks out.
Wait a minute, that's actually not the worst line of thinking ever.
I was like, wait, are you actually being serious?
I'm not being serious, but like, it'd be funny if that ends up happening. There was so much salt in the soup. He was gonna die sooner.
Yeah, that was the threat. They got the random checkup. And they was like, oh shit.
Walkie knows now.
Yeah, Walkie knows. I gotta make sure that that chart is nowhere to be found.
Wait a minute, you knew?
It has to be this, right? I think it does.
Yeah, it's the checkup.
Yeah, I would say so.
A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. Right, because the dad ordered it. Yeah. What did you think when you heard about this? Nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh. I would think you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew that Walkie's chest x-ray would reveal. Full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. Yes! White woman defeated.
I was expecting Yakuza text to pop up there. Someone big went black and white and froze frame.
That's all, Your Honor. Holy shit.
What just happened?
Emperor time, Your Honor.
Emperor crime.
That shit
That
busted.
was Sigma male activity.
Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sensed it.
I sensed it.
I sensed it. There's
sensed it.
some killer vibes you got there, forehead.
There was a great aura emanating from Air Forehead.
It's literally, yup. It's
Literally
Nen.
what you said.
It's Nen. That's just Emperor time. Is it Emperor time?
I think it's Emperor time.
I think it's Emperor time.
It's Emperor time.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Mondo cool.
That's you, Ryan.
This year.
Oh, sorry. So the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. Huh. The judge is
Odd.
gonna be like, but white women never lie. What? How could this be? I'm real glad Tommy's sisters aren't here to hear all this. She said
I'm actually streaming to the home. Theater.
the whole family is listening.
The whole family's listening in.
Yeah, when we said women moment, they got a real kick out of that.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. She said she had no connection to the Maractus clinic. But her connection was deep indeed. A bit too deep. If the Kataki's got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? You guessed it.
Order! Order!
I did it! I broke her testimony!
Take that, you cheating bitch!
Take that, cheating bitch! Lying whore!
I'm gonna kick your ass!
Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all.
She had stepped out. She was.
Daddy was right about you. Wait! What?
Miss Tiala.
The bailiff is encroaching with his massive execution hammer. Sir! She don't have a pee-pee! What do we do? This is very unprecedented that she has no pee-pee. It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Waki and went home. Bullshit.
It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
This party's just getting started.
I'm feeling motivated.
What?
She hid the truth from us. This is clear. Yet, it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
Well, if you say so.
All right, recess.
The witness
we'll
will
think about
add
it.
this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
Love that shit. Ah, so close! You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Trucy. Phrasing.
Ride her ass, Apollo.
Get in her ass, Apollo.
Get in that ass.
Get in that ass.
Take advantage of her, Apollo.
Take advantage of her. I mean, nothing happened at all. I warned him and
I
left.
feel like she'll take advantage of you, to be honest.
She wishes. How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning? Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn a Kataki was after them?
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters.
That is straight up not true, Judge. You were panicking at the tiger guy. I guess he wasn't a mobster, but he was effectively a mobster.
I mean, no, like he was. Yeah, that's the same thing here going on, right?
Yeah, he wasn't part of a family, though, you know?
Yeah, he was just a thug, kind of.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He wasn't a part of the family.
He was a con
crime. He was just
con
straight
artist.
crime.
Yeah.
Chaotic crime.
Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday, right here in this courtroom. That's true.
Well,
the Phantom Assassin.
Oh my god, that's right. Trucy's her stand. Yeah, real impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir.
After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Oh. Sounds like the judge had quite a fright. Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus' office that day. Huh.
Huh.
But what about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo. I know. But we can't prove when it happened. Nor that Alita Tiala was in any way involved. Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway. There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him. Do you know why she went, Apollo? I'm gonna figure out what really happened at that clinic, and fast. Okay, that was weird. It had like 2 sets of post-testimony dialogue. Okay, well, I'm gonna use the bathroom. But I think it's gonna be... probably the bullet or the lamp? It has to be the bullet or the lamp. Okay, I'll be right back. We all here?
I'm
I
here.
left.
Okay, cool.
I may go for a little bit. I'll be back at some point, but I'll see how long this goes for.
Yeah, I'm curious how many more twists are left in this case.
We haven't gotten to why Noodle Stand was stolen.
We haven't gotten to why Noodle Stand was stolen.
And we haven't gotten to why Phoenix was hit. I don't know if that's
That might have
gonna
actually been a
matter.
coincidence. Yeah.
It might not matter, but you never know. Why was the doctor driving around so much? Like, why would he have been in such a rush to maybe hit a guy?
And what's with the imposter?
What's with the sussy imposter? Alright. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left.
You didn't fire a gun at him?
Bullet. Behold. Porn muffin. You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. Shut up. This bullet was found in the Miraxis Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Where'd you get a fucking bullet? Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic. Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Oh, we haven't seen that yet. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that far. But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? Uh-oh. The pistol was taken from the Kitaki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Not bad, Air Forehead.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
"30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical." We've never had this type of narration in one of these games. It's always been from the perspective of someone.
Yeah.
Rifling marks on both bullets are identical. Damn, that's crazy.
Wow. It seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position.
Bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart.
Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe?
Only one person was in the position to do such a thing. Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
Order! 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 Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
Absolutely, Your Honor. I've been touched by Phoenix Wright. Let me phrasing. I've inherited Phoenix Wright's will. The clownery will not end, Your Honor. Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kitaki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination?
What?
That reminds me. Apparently, the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. Fortune, if you will.
Money.
Nefarious! So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune.
Oh, fuck. You fucking idiot. You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man. Huh? Me? Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita. What? I think you mean accuse. Same difference. But you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. He left me to die, so I let him die. I left him to die too in that park. Waki, just cool down a second. You keep your hands off my Alita, or
I'll beat you within an inch of your life.
He.
That's my future wife there, buddy.
He. Miss Tiala.
I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Waki. Wake up and smell reality. Whoa. Alita, baby! The signature on the chart? The engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita!
Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fraulein.
Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So the family fortune is what you're really after? That's right. I wanted the money.
No, I like money.
No way, that's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse. Of what crime, might I ask? Huh?
Got a point.
Oh, I'm
illegal to marry a dying guy.
Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I had already left the clinic. What? I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but what are you talking about? Trucy, you had the most to lose if that chart was found. But I didn't have a pistol now, did I? Well, you could have taken walkies. You think he'd have mentioned that, no? No, I actually don't. Because he's an idiot. All I've heard him say is it was me, I shot him. Objection! That's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
What point?
Certainly, the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then wouldn't she have taken the chart?
Wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh.
You see? That chart wouldn't have been left in that safe.
He's right.
Miss Tiala,
Yes.
it is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Yeah, I noticed sometimes it only has the one E with the accent and not the last E. But this time it has the two E's.
I think if it's the male fiance, it's that. And if it's the female fiance, it has the extra E.
First I've ever
Oh.
heard of that. That's crazy.
Oh,
Huh.
I didn't know that.
All right.
So of course they have to gender it, right? It could just be the same.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well,
I mean, that's Latin languages.
yeah, I was gonna say like that's not an English. That's not like a strictly English word. So like not at all. In fact, even if it's been adopted. Oh, by the way, we were in the first case. Christoph says pate. Remember how we were talking about the pate? That just means head. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh.
It's just bone pate head. That's it.
Is it French or is it German?
I think it's English. I don't know. I think it's just a word for head. Like I think specifically the top of the head is just pate.
So
Head
head.
at that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day.
Fuck! Don't forget. We've proven that you were at the Maractus clinic on the day of the crime. Maractus Clinic 2! Electric Boogaloo! Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. Why are you bringing that up?
You went back later.
The chart was dangerous, you understand. I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. Ah. That was you? Apollo, that sound. It came from behind this door. Someone's in there. A break-in. They left through that window. So you were the burglar. So that was you two. If only I had one more minute, then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart.
What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that.
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know. Evil woman! Evil woman!
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Committing the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. Why that day? That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry. Sniffle. But the police didn't check the safe, did they? Well, they thought the crime scene was the park.
I'll make sure the responsible parties feel the heat.
Oh no, Emma. Watch out.
Oh no!
Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, yeah?
Hey, you stay away from her.
Such sloppy toppy will not be tolerated.
Sloppy toppy. I'm kind of thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually. Thanks, Emma. You're a real one. A real stupid one. God, I love her. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later.
Oh. Later.
Later?
Later. Bye.
When I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in the way.
But
Hey,
why
what were you
did Dr.
meddling with?
Maractus keep that chart around? It is clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it.
Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance.
Insurance?
My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him. Why noodles?
Sodium, bro.
In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? But you could have stolen it. Could have. Is this some new definition of proof? We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us.
Might I remind you that this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
He's right, isn't he? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Well, your feet were there too. Yeah, but what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further? She could have been in the noodle stand for some weird reason.
That explains the gunshot
The
angle.
gunshot angle and the fact that in the cutscene it looked like it came out of the right side of the noodle stand.
So what do you think about where her footprint was?
And think about where her footprint was. She climbed into this fucking thing.
Did you also say that, like, you found a bowl of noodles on the floor too?
Well, no.
No.
The noodle bowls I don't think matter yet, but they might. I think she was in the noodle stand.
It was Alita
He would-
in the
he would-
noodle
yeah,
stand with the gun.
With the gun in the
Your
park. You're right.
Huh, let me open this little
she was in the
envelope.
noodle stand, but how we get there, we're still not sure yet.
Yeah. There's an odd possibility she was the one that also was in the car, driving the car. I doubt it, but that's too much of a leap. But it's still weird. Okay. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maraxis was shot in the temple or not. The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we?
Recap episode. Just like One Piece.
If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes,
Get him
we
off the
heard
screen.
testimony.
Go on.
He's get him off the screen.
Okay, get him off.
We heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. No, that's not true. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. Judge, this is wrong. The victim turned his head and was shot.
No, that's wrong, you idiot. But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can, where he tossed those panties.
I don't think I've ever seen egregious spelled out.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good
I
word.
would have said it was spelled with an A.
Yep, yep. Because you're thinking agree, but it's egry.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah. And it's only one E after the R. Anyway, if Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly attorney. What? I shot him from the noodle stand. I mean,
That's funny. As he's saying in the chat, last episode, Ghastly was like, "Did it come from the noodle stand?"
oh,
He was like,
Hey.
he was like, "I want to be right. I want to
hey.
be right so bad."
So it would be the best way to cover it up, though. If he turned his
Yeah.
head north, her arm would never have to come out of that noodle stand. Not far
Yep.
out of the noodle stand, anyway.
The gun peeking out of the curtain.
They probably would have found, yeah, they probably would have found like gunpowder on the curtains or something though. But whatever.
Ghastly, I saw you say that yesterday or the other day, and I kept to myself because I was like, fuck, he's right.
Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Come on, Apollo. Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. Oh my god, they're so poor. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken. No fucking
No,
chance.
And his guy was dead right.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Then why don't you show us, Air Forehead?
Show you what? Oh, we're going right to it.
Explain everything? Very well, let's recap.
Yeah, it's all right. We're going right to that. Okay, cool.
If the witness, Annie's guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim? Show me. On the map.
Wait! If the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? Trust no one, not even your noodle stand.
I merely laid out the facts for us. It's up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us.
Okay.
If you can, that is.
Waki Kitaki was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler at the witness mark. And of course, Pal Maractus was at the victim mark.
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
Someplace else.
Someplace else.
Funny how fast that all cascaded from me just being like, could she have been in the stand to, oh, she was in the stand. Huh. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Shut up.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes.
They love doing this.
Penalties are such a frightening thing, don't you think?
They love doing this.
But what if they were a bit more terrifying?
Hey, just this.
Like so.
That was
Like-
actually dope as fuck. That was sick as shit.
Double penalty.
What if you had one
wishes
slice
to-
of health?
Air Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead.
This is silly.
This law system sucks.
Yeah, like, wait, you could just do this?
Challenge accepted.
Time, baby.
Do I get something out of it?
It's justice time. Yeah, satisfaction. Are you sure, Apollo? Oh, I'm sure. The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been.
Take that.
I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala.
Miss Alita Battle Angel.
Alita Battle Angel. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning.
Yo, the fucking...
3D. Wesley
Me and the
Stickler
boys
was
at the
standing... yeah, that's how we hang out.
Social
Wesley's...
distancing.
Yeah. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. Super
Stop.
hot. Super hot.
Yeah, it does look like that, yeah. Hot. Super hot.
He shouted, just as he told us in his testimony.
Xavier, no.
Xavier, no.
God, it was the Moonveil Katana.
The victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Which
yes.
direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right. Toward the noodle stand.
Hey, fucking idiots. Like, he's looking that way.
Are you telling me the noodle shot him?
So you're saying
You're fried this rice?
the killer was inside the noodle stand? Sure.
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby.
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 Show us evidence that proves someone was in the stand.
Can I prove that? Do you want evidence that someone was in that stand?
Oh, too bad.
Well, too bad!
Well, too bad. Yeah.
Can we prove it?
Yeah, she was stepped out of it. I don't know if these idiots will take it, but this footprint is leaving the noodle stand.
True.
It's rough because
Yeah, and those
too bad.
footprints were like right next to the stand also. Yeah. Well, I've got it. Well, too bad. Aha, I've got it. Right here.
Okay, I'll assemble.
intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Showing us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand.
Triple penalty. Quadruple penalty.
Triple penalty.
Speed.
The Maractus Clinic. And they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand.
the El Dune stand.
Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, hit it. Hit it. This is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
This is proof you walked home barefoot.
Oh, that's fine. I just got her name. Do you want me to explain it?
Please.
Alita?
Yes, please.
Alita means wing in Spanish. And
Oh.
she has the wing motif. I don't know about Talia, but the wing motif, I just noticed that.
Yeah, well, it's just an anagram for her first name, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of
Oh,
what's
really?
going. Yeah, there's
okay.
a little bit of that going on.
Okay. Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
We didn't say prints. We didn't say feet print.
Observe the diagram.
Let's go back to the diagram.
A
See,
park
there's red.
pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah?
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground? Bro, he's reaching.
That's just dumb.
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with tools of the noodle making trade.
Nope, they were all in the office.
There's no room for any person to ride in there.
You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand?
Apollo, I think I might be onto something. Oh, sorry, Trucy. This song playing in my head's killer. I wasn't paying attention.
She's like, I'm thinking again.
I'm thinking, huh? I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence.
A bowl.
In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be...
Removed.
removed!
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in that stand?
I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand.
Oh!
Bowl! This is a noodle bowl from the stolen L. Dune's noodle stand. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen L. Dune's noodle stand.
Aldun.
Had.
Yes, and what about it?
Think fast. Throws it out.
Think fast.
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic.
Really bitch.
You suck at this, Alita.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic.
Mr. Eldune was very clear about those bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
Guy.
Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala.
Sorry, someone in the chat. Someone in the chat with big fast chuckle nuts.
Chuckle nuts.
I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
What's up, baby?
Bitch, you better believe it.
Believe it.
Who hurt you?
I would like to remind the witness of her current status.
Woman.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale. What?
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
I really thought you were going to say the witness had both a mogus.
A mogus.
A bogus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
Then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala.
I see chat like that one.
With reality enjoyers.
No, the status woman.
I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself.
This is it. Why was
This
Dr.
we don't
Maractus
know.
pulling that stand that night?
I have no fucking idea.
And what was Alita Tiala doing inside? Time to get to the bottom of this case. Alright, here we go. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. That might be another lie pose.
Yeah, new live pose.
Wow, could that have been any more vague? You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report, and that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Naru Hodo. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. All right, cool. All right. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. So you did go to steal that chart. Were you listening? I said I asked him for it.
The victim was a man in good health. I don't see how she could have coerced him.
True, it would have been impossible without a pistol. But what if she did have a pistol? Sorry,
I muted myself.
I'll admit, I wanted the chart. That much is true. My reason was simple. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. It certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say. Not only that, if the Kitakis had gotten that chart, I'd probably be with Mr. Dr. Maractus now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky.
Seems our witness was in a fix as well.
Who would want to die pulling a noodle stand? When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Could we be a little less morbid, please? Apollo, listen, Apollo. You need to know this.
You need to know how I want to die.
So, you see, I needed that chart. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. He didn't understand? He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. Huh. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man. Please don't smile like that anymore. It's creepy. He was practically delusional. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. They sent you? He thought the Kitakis had sent me to get the chart.
It makes some sense. You are their son's fiancé.
Don't make me laugh. The Kitakis send me? They don't play that way. If they'd known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise. Yeah, it's this one. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. If that was really all that happened, what were all those noodle bowls doing there? How should I know? There weren't any bowls when I went, I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, all right? Do I detect uncertainty there? This is my last chance. Apollo, any word from your bracelet? Yeah, actually. I felt it respond. I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo. Here comes justice. All right. And so I guess the idea is if the bracelet's vibrating here, spinning here, I just...
Right,
I need to be looking for it.
Yeah. We really don't have evidence here, so we have to do something else, is the idea.
Enter the death realm.
I think we never got to use the Sharingan on Naruto. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
Okay.
So I gave up and went home.
Go to 7-Eleven right now.
All I did.
Bullshit!
Did her like finger move or something?
Yeah. Her fingers are moving up and down. I did it on like the first movement of it. All I did was talk. And lie. What? Show me proof! I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him? You claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? That website doesn't exist yet.
Not in the future.
You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. Lamp?
Yeah, knocked it over.
But what does that mean?
It means that he tried to, like, assault her or something.
Yeah. It's the only other option, right? Because the bullet was already kind of, like, waved, right? Because it was like, oh, well, she didn't have the gun. We don't know she had the gun. So we have to bring up the lamp. What's that?
Altercation happened.
You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken. And there's a red splotch on the cord. Huh? Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
I'm calling bullshit on this one. They told us it wasn't blood.
Did he try to fucking, like, garrote her with the lamp cord?
Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Poor choice of words. Very well. The answer is very simple. Miss Alita Tiala, please remove your scarf. You know what that pose reminds me of? It's that picture of that dude from Death Grips. In the car. Yeah.
Sorry, I was sneezing. What does it remind you of?
This trial.
I'll find the picture later.
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park.
I can probably find it. Remind me at the end.
I'll try to.
If anyone remembers.
I'll remember.
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park.
Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my clothing. I can, though.
Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No. No!
Maybe Tiala means like clover, because she also has a clover on her.
Party. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala?
Yep, I fucking
Your
knew
neck.
it.
That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it. Yeah, the one he...
Wait! Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was choked unconscious. It was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you.
And then he put her in the noodle stand.
That's what happened that night at the Maractus clinic. Oh, you know, it might not be blood. It might end up being like lipstick or something, though.
Fair. But okay, fair.
Be a lot of
That's true.
it's pretty fucking bright though. We'll see.
Yeah. Order.
Or it's incidental, and it's like, well, you know, it could be incidental. Sometimes stuff gets marked on stuff. Who knows? But
yeah.
Typically, in a vacuum like this, it will matter.
Will someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. With a gun! That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. We have got to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. So you can save your own skin. What? I know what you're up to. You want him with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You. And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. And then he took that cord. Sheesh. That lamp's really tiny suddenly. Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. Now's not the time, Clavier.
So, you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your
Okay. It
lipstick?
was your lipstick.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. You happy now? Eh? I was out cold. Almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I? Ah!
Monkey.
Chicken.
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus clinic.
Bullet hasn't been explained.
I guess he just fired it. Like, he jumped at her, she probably fired it, right?
Right, but why would the safe have been open?
So it's like, open the safe. He opens the safe, then turns around and jumps at her, right?
Sure.
Like, obviously the details didn't get ironed out, but I could see this happening, right?
Right, but now I'm led to believe this guy did not remove the gun from her and left the gun on her in the noodle stand.
So I'm thinking that he thinks she's unconscious or dead or whatever, and is like, I need to get rid of the body or whatever.
Yeah.
Throws them both in the back of the noodle stand. Right?
Oh, I have a better explanation. She probably grabbed it from himself while he was distracted. He probably had it on him. It was probably in his like pocket or something, or like on his waistline, and she grabbed it and shot him. I think that makes more sense.
Maybe, but she was inside the noodle stand. That would have been quite the reach for him to not have noticed, you know?
He was distracted.
It's true.
And there was another guy in front of him. There was a guy with a knife in front of him, a creep yelling. I think that's very plausible.
Fair. That's fair.
It would be a better explanation than, oh, this dumb idiot left the gun in the back with her. But it's also possible that, you know, people don't think things through perfectly.
Right, and he wasn't thinking things through. It was all happening, like, it's not like a temp plan.
Yeah, exactly. It would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now? Okay.
No. You're going to jail. Yeah, so it's interesting, because I'm curious how this would get ruled, because it, like... What he did was arguably self-defense in a weird way, because, like, someone's pointing a gun at him, but then she kills him while she's being kidnapped, right?
There is a minor inconsistency with that image they showed us. She never said she pulled a gun on him.
That's right. Obviously, yeah. That's just.
That's for us when they show it again.
Yeah, that's for us. That's. Yeah.
But yeah, no, she did not. Her story is she did not have a gun. She simply said, "Give me the chart, give me the chart," and he said, "No fucking way," and attacked her. That's why she can play so innocent right now.
Right, but I think it doesn't matter that much. Like, we know the gunshot had to come from the noodle stand, so like the court doesn't like. It doesn't matter what she's gonna say. We know she's lying, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just curious how that would get ruled in a court of law. Because in the moment of the murder, it's almost like self-defense, like she's protecting herself from a kidnapping. But like, there's a lot surrounding this, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
It's self-defense for self-defense for self-defense. Yeah, it's.
Oh, the webs we weave.
Right, because it's like, it's their own fault, but also, like, if they don't kill them at this point, they will die, so it is still self-defense. Like, definitely you're getting jail time for, like, this is, you breaking an entry, attempted murder, but then, like, also, yeah, they'd be interesting.
No, I'm curious if they'll talk about it by the end here. They'll probably just be like, oh, you killed a guy, case closed, let's get drunk.
Yet, if you were also a victim...
I guess it's fine.
This court would owe you some sympathy.
Some sympathy.
20 years, no parole.
That sounds like some sympathy.
Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this...
Objection!
Let's get it! Where did that noise come from? How did you do that? Explain to the court how you did that.
Not so fast. This party's just getting
started.
Oh my god.
Now we rock. We roll. Party rockers in the house tonight.
No clavier, it's over.
Now we rock. What?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look.
Damn.
My
Or
drill,
do you
though.
not have the stomach to go all the way?
How much stomach?
How much stomach those
you're hitting with that drill?
With that drill? No.
Prosecutor Gavin.
How much stomach you hit with that guitar neck?
How Maractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right. There's more we don't know.
No, we do know.
But-
We figured it out. We just talked about it. Here in the
Weren't
chat.
you listening? But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Oh, even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand? Alita Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. and a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin.
Me, Fraulein, I only wish to know the truth. I only want to know the truth.
Well,
I don't know if that was a good termination.
let's go back over what we've learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Walkie saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Walkie, so she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then, something happened. Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be a problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps, he thought, to death. What did he do after his crime?
I was just knocked out, not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Air Forehead, care to guess?
You tell me the doctor couldn't tell if someone was dead or knocked out.
I'm also just thinking like that's stupid.
You telling me that's what happened?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
What do that...
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala.
What that Maractus do?
Like, alright, he just hit a guy earlier. Maybe he was just having a bad night.
Sure, fair. This is fair. he was...
Do I have evidence to show what he did next? Noodle stand?
Hold on.
What?
Maybe it's car.
No, the hit and run happened before this
All
stuff
of
in the
this?
office
Okay.
happened, yeah. Noodle
Noodles. I
stand?
think noodles
Noodles again?
Might be bowls again. Or maybe it's noodle stand.
Show me noodle stand!
Noodle stand! As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldoon's noodle stand. What, killing me disturbed him that much? What? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy? Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. A dead body, ladies and gentlemen!
Wait, you don't mean...
I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. My corpse? Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Object that.
Then let's think about it logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie Kitaki?
I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
Professor Gavin. Professor of rock and roll.
The park is a dead end. Why would he head into the direction to begin with?
The
Water's
river.
deep. They pointed out that the water's deep. That's right, he had no reason to go there. Oh. Now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
What?
Shut up. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What?
Apparently, the defense has an idea.
Sworn.
This shit's fire, defense. Keep it up.
Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Where exactly? The victim dragging that stand. There was. That's a river.
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why.
A perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was going to throw me into that river?
You didn't have many other options, Fraulein.
I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then, the denouement. Wesley Stickler, of panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts. In that instant,
Super hot.
oh shit! I hope it just bleeds. Whoa!
Super hot.
Holy shit!
That was a lot.
Holy shit! What? I was really hoping the arm would clip through the block, but that was way better.
That was it. Could have got so good.
Ta-da! You were the only one who could have stolen Waki's pistol. It had to be you.
Well, Miss Tiala.
Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story to get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming! Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts! If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows that whereof I speak. Whereof what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out Air Forehead's errors?
Maybe there really is something.
I believe the Fraulein speaks of Air Doctor's car.
Oh. His car. That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage. There's a kitty in it. And gold skeletons.
In which sat a green sports car, was it? Okay, this is gonna be funny. It's gonna be he couldn't get the car to start because there was panties.
Because Phoenix Wright destroyed it. Oh no, yeah, the panties. Yeah, no, that is funny. Yeah. Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case.
I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Huh?
Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy. That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright
Okay, he just
was completely destroyed. It bent around him as if he were a tree in the forest.
I like how Phoenix is like he's only just now realizing a car is coming at him. He's like, what?
Oh,
Like,
God does
dead.
not have to be phased by the mortality of man. It's that green sports car.
Oh yes, I nearly forgotten about it.
Forgot this man. His car proved. Afterward, he drove it back to the garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car, it all
He
comes
drive to a
back
park.
to panties.
Is he gonna drive to the park?
He's gonna go to the bridge and dump her off.
Fair.
Yeah.
Manny.
Yeah, you just drive to the bridge.
Manny. A glaring contradiction to be sure. More glaring than your forehead.
Fuck you. No! No!
Monkey.
Monkey.
We are all the same monkey.
Order! Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body? We got a piece of evidence for you.
Is that a groan of surrender I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. Not really. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. The garden run?
I have an idea. It's all coming together. Trucy, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Apollo! Take them!
Now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple.
If it's so simple, why do I find it so complex? Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Take that! Let's see now. Panties again!
Let's see now. Panties! Again. What the fuck is this, Apollo? All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth.
Even the truth.
Truth revealing panties. $5 on eBay. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Maractus Clinic garage. What? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh my god, his broken motorcycle. Oh my god, I was about to say, how would you have known this? If you don't know how cars, if you don't know that that's what would stop a car. His fucking motorcycle was broken down. Oh man. Oh, that's good. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe, and I even made the fucking joke about how his fans shove their panties in it.
Oh my god.
Fuck!
That's funny.
Fuck! Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it would break from just that. It was actually Emma pouring the cum beaker in there. Because she hates the fucking guy. Oh my god, I hope that's the case. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust, and they won't run. Oh man, no, this case was good now. Shit. My, how interesting. While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start. What? What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Holy shit. Oh, Miss Tiala.
Okay.
This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where? Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. The pain! My throat's burning! Wait, wrong character. What's your problem? You doc! I know what you did! Walkie? You lied to me! So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man! Wait, let me explain. Fine! I'll give you your last request. Listen. You're being tricked. But not how you think. It's not just me. No. He'll ruin everything! I have to stop him. Cease this at once, you two! You're telling me there was no bullet hole on the curtain then? Well, whatever.
It pushed the curtains aside.
Oh yeah, the force of it. Careful, Trucy. Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police.
Which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off.
Well, I guess he wasn't a foot guy.
He wasn't a foot guy. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake? No. My biggest mistake. It's coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Oh shit, I'm not getting paid, am I?
I just want everyone to picture.
Oh shit.
She's in the park. She's just stepped out of the noodle stand.
Okay.
She walks down the street to her home, the Kataki's mansion, right? Steps in paint, and then turns around back into the park crime scene to throw them out in that trash can.
Woman moment.
Like, that's crazy. Like, she's like, well, I guess the closest trash can's next to that dead body.
Better it not be found in
The house.
The mansion,
sure.
I guess. You throw them shits in the river, though.
In the river.
We were like, there was some cool stuff in this case with how it connects. These are some dumb people. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you.
Wow.
Wow. Verdict.
Honestly, it kind of makes more sense
Bitch.
now, though. Right? She just walked into some random law office.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
Her feet are fine, Your Honor. I mean, she's doing all right.
She's confessed to everything, and we're processing her. Oh my god, we're processing her for arrest now. We're processing her, bro. Totally tubular.
Processing Gavin?
Processor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago.
Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Bitch. Everything you've learned over the past 2 days.
Bitch.
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 He lost. But I didn't exactly win either. My client's about to die.
Something the matter, Air Forehead?
We're not getting paid! Looks
Not
like it's time
again.
to announce a verdict.
Here comes Waki.
Not guilty.
Oh, I was expecting Waki to...
Not guilty.
There
There
it
is.
Not guilty, Waki.
Court is adjourned. Bring in the nine-tailed fox.
Oh, there he is.
17th, 4:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did. Somehow. Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank. Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita homes! We're to blame, I guess. You get my Alita back! Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish! Enough, Waki.
Enough, Waki. Oh, shit.
Ah, Mr. Kitaki! It's high time you open your eyes, Waki.
Big wins.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened your eyes. Open yours. Giving up the life trying to become some kind of businessman? We'll talk about what you don't understand, Waki. I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Waki. Surgeon good enough to take the bullet out.
Yeah.
Oh, Waki, Apollo has something to tell you. Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot. Eh? What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Checkup report, probably? Well, no. That would have happened way too fast if that's the case.
We should use the DS's special feature.
You think we should use the DS's special feature? I think you might be right.
I'm not quite sure what they're asking for.
Like, this was given to them on the day of the murder. There's no way the dad would have changed everything so fast. But also, I think it has to be this. No one look. Everyone's looking away. Good job, everyone. Very nice.
I didn't see anything.
I don't even know. I'm not even. My eyes have been closed the whole time.
Right, because I feel like it could be a few things.
I just blinked for a minute and I didn't see anything.
It's the noodle stand. He knows how much Naruto loves ramen.
Yeah,
and
he's
wants
gotta
to
give him that
be able to
sodium.
start a noodle business.
Trying to branch out and diversify his portfolio. Waki bullet.
Probably the chart, if I had to guess anything.
Yeah.
I get it has to be the checkup for some reason.
Again, it has to be the checkup. Yeah, that's so weird. Like, that would have happened all so fast.
Some panties.
Your mother's underwear. Doggy.
Here's some underwear. I got it from a guy.
Oh, well, why did he suddenly want the checkups? Maybe that's what this is gonna lead to. Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. No. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays. But we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. Oh. She don't mean... You aren't really... Are you? Searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean.
We're gonna see some eyes.
Those were his fucking eyebrows. Those were his fucking eyebrows. Oh,
Yo.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's really
fucking
funny.
amazing.
Yo. Holy shit.
Ugh. Look at him blink to make sure you know those are his eyes now. Look at them. Look at
so
them.
funny.
Look at them. Please understand, Walkie. Dad. Man, I see how it is. Old man, always you look out for. Out for.
DeMayo.
DeMayo. Walkie? That's a good old man. One day. One day.
I'm
I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna be the next Hokage. You try to hide in your business, dude. I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My Walkie. No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kitaki.
We try to do a Godfather.
Yeah, a little bit.
Marlon Brando.
On the day of my daughter's wedding. I like the more without the puppy dog eyes.
Why did he call Alita his little imposter?
That's a good question. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who? Me? I don't think. Someday. I'll bake you one of our latest. The Kitaki lime pie. He's opening a pie shop? So long. And he was gone.
To be fair, the little fox on his apron is like has a leaf on it, so it's like fruit, and he's wearing an apron, so that's actually not that crazy.
No, it's not that crazy. We figured he was cooking something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's head back, Apollo, to the Right Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Although the real question is, what is he making in Japanese? Because you know it's not pie.
Jelly donuts.
Jelly donuts.
Probably rice bean cakes or some shit like that. Red.
Yeah, the red bean.
Red bean cakes.
Wonton,
Mochi
I don't know.
or
Like the fox. I'll say the fox kind of looks
mochi
like
donuts.
an orange, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think of where the like, because I know that orange mochi is popular. I'm just thinking of what it would be.
Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going. Huh? Why not? She did help me out.
It's hamburgers. This was
Hamburgers.
And there's
of
a few
course.
questions that still need answers.
Yeah, why did he call her imposter?
Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. I'm Apollo Justice! Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why? To claim our reward for Mr. Eldoon. From Mr. Eldoon. Ah. Salty noodles. Right. He got a stand back already. Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, all right. Please, anything but him. The end. Turnabout Serenade. What time is it?
But why did he call her imposter?
Some mysteries left unanswered. We'll find out when the bracelet gets explained.
True.
My little sussy imposter.
My little sussy baka.
Well, let me think here.
Waki thought Alita had come to see him and said, "How is my little imposter doing?" Then went, "Wait, you're not Alita. I meant my little poster girl."
It might just be she asked to not let the family know that she worked at the doctor's office, and that might just be it. And it's just, well, I'm gonna tell them I do this, and Waki was like, all right.
My little imposter.
Yeah.
Sussy baka.
My little sussy baka.
I can buy that. I just feel like it was very weird that it wasn't brought up.
It's true.
Because because when we talked to his mom, she's like, "Oh yeah, my son's fiance. I know who she is."
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird.
But I also feel like they wouldn't care. It's just like, she saved my life, ma. Like, I would be dead without her. I love her, right?
Yeah.
Like their meeting is a love story, not something you would necessarily keep hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, but she also, I think she would
Sure.
just ask.
Well, I get you.
My little imposter. Yeah, I suppose it could just be something we're not meant to get, but that's not good writing in a story sense, you know? Like, it could be left open that it's like, my whatever's here, because we don't know the breadth of their relationship and like what secrets they might have, but also that's just abstracting it to cope.
Yeah, the copium.
The cope without an explanation. Because humans need to find answers. What this game's all about. I think we'll call it a little early tonight, I think that was a good just 2-hour trial.
Because this would get like halfway through the investigation.
Yeah, and then I'd have to stop, and then I need to. I'd rather not do that. I think a 2-hour, almost 3-hour trial sequence is good, but we watch it still, and I need to save anyway.
And you have to show them the MC Ride picture.
Yeah, I'll try and find it. Turnabout Serenade. Let's rock! All right.
Yeah, mixed in with, is it a different guy?
Wow, look at that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. He's got a crazy haircut.
We love you! Giving everyone the finger. Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. The Cavaniers, guilty as charged tour. This ends this first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission.
Someone's gonna get murdered in that intermission.
Oh, interesting.
We're finding.
Oh no.
As Clavier.
Do you see the two of them? Do you see?
I see.
Do you see both of them?
Are they back to back?
No. Look on the instrument, the equipment case.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, we're just at the concert. All right, so this is gonna be one of those ones where the murder happens while we're hanging out. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's cool. All right. Well. Tao says it's time for one of the worst cases in the whole series.
But Wonton says he loves this case. And Eder says that this case is top tier.
Seems divisive.
A little divisive. Or they love it because it's bad. Or it's bad because it's so
As it can
good.
be.
We'll see.
Or it's so good they hate it because it ruins the rest of the series.
Oh, that's true. That
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. That could happen. He's got a point. But all right. How's it going, guys? Ryan, glad to have you here this time. We'll be back, maybe we'll be back to, same thing. If not tomorrow, the next night, all right?
Later.
Hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
See you next
Party
time.
Rock is out of the house. No, it's Party Rocker's out of...
Every day I'm shuffling.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me find the MC Ride picture.
Oh, right. The Alita Toledo.
I don't know if this might take a second to find. I know I have one of...
I googled it in 2 seconds and I haven't.
Oh, fine. But I have one that's Bloodborne related. That's the Frenzy.
I had one that was Madness.
Yeah, I've seen the Madness one. I might have that too, actually. Ah, fuck. Let me just... Where's yours?
In the.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's just do that one.
It's 300 by 300, so it's really shitty.
That's cool.
That's better, in fact.
File name unknown. That's funny.
Yeah. File name.
I plugged myself in the chat again. You want to see my art?
Yeah, Ryan, look at the stream setup if you didn't.
Oh, I did. It's good.
And yeah, this image is what it reminded me of. Alita's pose. All right. Enough of that. Nope, no, I wanted that one on still. Oh god. I'll figure it out later. All right, we'll see y'all next